clerk. 10 o'clock. Open this meeting Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. Here to the purpose of discussing the remodeling in the courthouse to create commissioners' offices. And we have advertised that, and I'll turn it over to Randy. Tell us what you got, how you got it. I know you've been working hard to get 3 bids.
Yeah, I contacted about eight people. I got 3 back. So I got one from Elk River Construction, Burl Construction, and Kennedy Construction. Kennedy came in at $50,403. Burl came in at $45,968.75, and Elk came in at $40,000 even. They all were aware that they'd have to do this work on the weekends and the evenings.
For that bid from Elk, it looks like they're saying it would be less than that, depending on what the electrical turns into.
That's the one I was going to point that out to you. His electrician couldn't get over here to do a real on-site estimate, so he just went by the plans. Everybody else came in at $10,000. So
I'm going to. I've looked at them. It's a huge expense, and with what's going on with the employees and the wage freeze, I'm kind of leaning towards freezing all unnecessary expenses that aren't due to operational expenses for the county. There's space. Jeff said he could use the office up next to Peggy if we need to separate until something down the future gets better. But we're having employees already looking for other jobs. I honestly feel if we do something like this, it's going to be a slap in their face when we've already addressed them about cutting their wages and benefits.
Okay, Commissioner, what are you thinking?
Well, one of the things is the biggest problem Shoshone County has is, commissioners need to be separated. And, we can, this is happening in Canyon County right now. There's a lawsuit against Canyon County commissioners because they were in a quorum and they made a decision, even though the decision was not county business. And I think that's one of the things that our public has looked upon on the commission and past commissions, that we're not supposed to be doing county business behind closed doors. And just as a reference, it's really difficult. I know our prosecutor says you just can't you can't speak about different things, but it's difficult when you're in there. When you have somebody on the phone, we're not supposed to be getting information all together. And this has been, it's been really difficult. And I don't see how you can do it. We need to be separated.
Yeah,
and if we
that
can
was
find
my point.
another way to separate, then but the office needs to be separated. It was meant to be that way, and most counties, I don't even know if there's a county in Idaho that all 3 commissioners sit in one office.
There is, but the point is, we can separate, but we could do it without another $50,000 out of the county funds, even if it is ARPA. I think we need to hold all those projects that are not necessary to operations. We have room in the courthouse. There's a room up by Peggy. We could make a particle down in Public Works if we need to, or over at the sheriff's office.
So that's what I was going to ask you.
Meetings.
What alternatives? And so your name, and have you actually talked about moving up to Peggy's?
I looked at Peggy's office up there. I was just going to do it anyway, just so that. But it would have been temporary. The reason why I was looking at it was if we had to clear out of here anyway, you'd have to have an office somewhere. So, if we can find other space, I know there's space around. The ideal spot was upstairs and we gave it over to the ILEDs. You know, they brought a new position on that. You know, that's where we were going to do the 3 commissioners, but you know, we decided that ILED was more important at that time. So if you know, I can see that. I think we could manage.
So the question would be, where could we find a third spot? Because these bids, I think we're all surprised at the amount of money they're wanting to divide up our current office into 3 offices.
Especially as simple as it looks. It seems like a lot.
But our problem with doing it in-house like we did the clerk is that this would disrupt work if we can't do it on weekends and evenings. And so hence the need to hire a company and do it faster and do it on weekends and evenings. So where could we put a third commissioner? I think it sounds like that's a question we need to put a little more thought into based on these numbers.
Do you have to be in complete private, or could you put a cubicle in this office here and split it in 2? Or is that a...
Well, as far as technically, I mean, if you can hear each other's phone calls
That's the thing, you can't hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other thing is too, is when all the commissioners are together in that office and somebody walks in, they're a quorum. And so, you know, I'm just really, I'm really concerned about.
It's a serious problem.
It's a serious problem, and it is. It's a liability. We'll see how Canyon County fares, but I agree. You know, these prices are really high, and you know, Peggy already has a small space up there, which would be 1. So now we just have to find 1 more.
Sure.
Go ahead.
When Commissioner Best was here, he had a desk in that public work that he utilized. And if you don't mind doing the stairs, we have at least 1 extra desk on the 4th floor. I have a couple of computer access, especially if you want to use it.
On the 4th floor?
Mm-hmm. But the elevator one goes to the 3rd floor, so.
We'd live longer if we took the stairs.
Just watch that last step. It's a little taller than the rest of the secretary.
The other part of the challenge was staying near our clerk. So somebody needs to stay in this one.
I'll stay till January.
You'll
I
stay.
have a lot to move. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let me just let's think about it another way. Really, the office is upstairs. There's 2 up there, and you have 1. You've already got, you know, in Peggy's part, there's 2 offices there. Yeah, but that wouldn't make any. Now let's think about it.
All right, so what I'm hearing is we're all surprised at the amount of the bid. We thought we were just putting in some divider walls. What I'm hearing is we all want to postpone this and look for any other option to meet the problem because we still have a problem.
Yep. And we need to address the problem right away.
And we thought we had this all wrapped up easy, and you know, I mean, I was thinking this was a $5,000 or $10,000 to put a couple walls in. So, all right. So I would entertain a motion to table the bids. I don't think we should reject them yet. I think we should table and give ourselves a couple more weeks to look at all the other options.
Okay. So moved.
Okay, can you support that?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, so we're tabled for a few weeks while we look for some less costly way of accomplishing the same thing. Okay? All right. Thank you for your work in getting the bids. It's not your fault they came out so high.
Oh, no, I was surprised too when I started seeing them come in. So.
There apparently is more to it than we're thinking, or the price of contracting is just...
That's... The prices of contracting right now are pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, with that, we are adjourned.